So I'm doing a video for Adriana and for, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name at Glide Sanctuary. I think it's Makey or Makey. Anyway, here is Tabitha. She's the one with the big white blaze right here. She lives in a big oversized stall with a paddock off of it. It's about 12 by 24. And this is how she's always been. Just quiet, just absolutely dead quiet. When she was here initially with me, before I placed her, she was this way, and she was actually in a different spot. And she's been here. This is where she's been since Adriana's dad dropped her off, and this is how she's been. After Adriana's dad dropped her off, she slept for a couple days. She was exhausted. So she just stood in the stall and she slept for a couple days, and then she ventured out into the paddock. She was really, really sore, really, really uncomfortable in her body, had an enormous wound. So sorry, Adriana, that happened. I don't know what happened at your place. I don't know what happened, but this is what she's normally like. So the wound is very, very small now. I'll take pictures of it another day. And she's pretty darn sound. She's just been hanging out for a month or so, just chilling. We pull her out to doctor her back leg and to groom her, but besides, she's just been relaxing. She's extremely comfortable between, this is Sugar. This is a 3-year-old I have in training to sell. She's a quarter horse. She's spicy. And this is Tabitha wanting love and treats. And then the other horse next to her is Cisco. You can't really see him. He's a bay quarter horse boy. And Tabitha's perfectly fine with both of them. I've never had a problem with her next to another horse. When she was here before she went to Adriana, I had her next to multiple horses. She was perfectly fine. She's always been dead quiet. So I honestly don't know what happened. The only thing I can think of is if she didn't have a buddy, she might have been lonely and she might have been frantic because she wanted a buddy. So I'm gonna try to give her a treat. Here you go, Pretty. Here you go, Pretty. Oops, I dropped it. Here you go, Pretty. She couldn't be sweeter. I have my beginners groomer. I stuck a 2-year-old up on her back the other day, bareback. The 2-year-old just sat there on her. She didn't move a muscle. She's a wonderful ranch horse. She's a wonderful trail horse. She'll be great for Makey's mom, I think, wanted to ride her eventually when she was sound. Obviously, you know, when I adopted her, I was told she was 15. I have that in writing. We found out, Adriana found out that she's somewhere around 25. I didn't know that, and that's why I sent that information to Adriana, that I was told in writing she was 15. There's no way I can know how old they are. I don't know how to age their teeth. But Adriana did a great job getting her plump. She's nice and plump. She's plump and shiny and licking the wall, and I'm gonna go in with her. So the only thing that you guys will not see is her wound and how well the wound has healed, because I don't feel like unwrapping her. I've been working all day and I'm exhausted. But I'll send photos of the wound, the way it looks now. It's about 1/8 as big as it was. It's almost done healing. Hey, pretty girl, what are you licking? So you can see her. Let me see if I can back up enough. Okay, so there she is. Hey, good girl. And she's, because the treats are all sugary, so she's licking. Good girl. Well, come over here. Here, I have another treat. Come over here. So when she first came, she could hardly walk. She was really, really lame. Really, really lame. I'll show you. There's this little ledge here that she had to get over. Tiny little ledge here that she had to step over to get into her paddock. And she couldn't step over it. It was really, which is why I think she hung out in her stall for the first 2 days. And then she had a really hard time getting out the front because there's a little board she has to step over. But she's moving around really nicely now. And she's always like this. Just hangs out. She's not usually licking the walls. Stop licking the walls. Come here. Stop licking. Come here. Stop licking. I know it's sugary. See, she gets over it just fine now. But when she came, she couldn't get over that little ledge. This is what I've done with her legs. She was getting those laying down sores in the front, even though we bed the stalls. I don't know if you could see how deep we bed the stalls, but she was still getting little sores on her ankles. So I put the bell boots on upside down, and they've just been on since. And I'll send her with the bell boots. And then she's always wrapped. She loves to be wrapped. The left hind is the one with the injury. The right hind is the one with the wound. And so I keep her wrapped, and I change the wraps every, 3, 4, 5 days. Like I said, the wound on this right hind is almost healed up. And so it's really easy to doctor. I just wash it off, put a little Furacin on it, cover it with a non-stick pad, and rewrap her. Takes 4 minutes, super easy. So pretty darn quick here. She won't need a wrap on the right anymore because the wound will be fully healed. I'd say in 2 more weeks. The mare behind me is looking for my attention. That's all that banging. All the horses want me all the time. They love me. So probably in the next 2 weeks, that right hind wound will be healed. She won't be wrapped anymore. And then the left hind, she just seems to like the support. And she's getting pretty, she's moving around really well now. So, yeah, and this is the way she is. I mean, like I said, the first 2 days that when she first came to me, before I adopted her to Adriana knows where she was. She was in the other barn in a stall paddock, and she was dead quiet, just like this. We were riding her. She was quiet and sweet and easy. Adriana hung out with her for quite some time. She was quiet and sweet and easy. I just don't know what happened over at Adriana's. The only thing I can think of is that she didn't have another horse and she was lonely, and maybe she was frantic because of that. I don't know how she got that horrific wound on the right. I sent a picture of that to Adriana. I have a picture of it when she first arrived. It was really gruesome, horrible. Ugh, so horrible. But like I said, it's almost healed. And then when she came back from Adriana's a month or so ago, she's just been like this, just hanging out. She just minds her own business, and she hangs out, and she's sweet, and she's safe, and she's good. And I wanted to make this video for you guys so you can see that she's quiet, and she's easy, and she's plump, and she's happy even though she's licking the walls, which she doesn't normally do. And I'm going to send her, Makey, I'm going to send her, so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm going to send her with these wraps and these bell boots upside down, and you can, change them or whatever you want to do, but I'll send her with them for the ride. And I'll make sure that I doctor her the morning of. And so she's all doctored and ready for you when she arrives. And I'm sorry for all the confusion. I don't quite understand what happened. But Adriana explained herself and said that she really was just wanting the best for her. We know that Glide is the best, so how good is that? And that's all. So I'm going to put this video up on my channel on YouTube, and I'm sure Adriana will be happy because she'll see that the mare is happy and relaxed. I'm going to give her more treats. Okay, bye. Oh, and I forgot to mention that she got all of her shots last week, so she's all good to go on her shots, and she got her feet trimmed. Her feet looked pretty bad. So right when she arrived here, or the week or so after she arrived here, I had her feet done. So she's trimmed and has her shots and is ready to go to her new wonderful forever home. So thank you again, Makey, for taking her and making it possible. And thank you again, Adriana, for adopting her and trying so hard and putting so much effort into making it work. I know it didn't work out, but I know you tried for it to work. So I'm sorry it didn't. Okay.